Hi guys, it's Macabusi here, and we're going to do something slightly different from what we normally do on this channel. I did, this is awkward, so I did a reaction video to REN, Jenny and Screech, and that was 2 parts of a trilogy, and I should really have done the 3rd part alongside that, but I had already heard Violet's Tale off the channel. I'd heard it in my own personal time and I thought I had remembered it properly, so I didn't think it mattered, and I figured the whole thing would tie in my head when I watched the other 2 parts. Unfortunately, that was not the case. So my plan today is to rectify that by watching a little bit of my original reaction, correcting some of the stupid things that I've said, and then we're going to go and do Violet's Tale. So, without further ado, let's deconstruct my original reaction.
Was dragging her feet, she was heading back home to sleep.
This is why I quite like when he does this kind of stuff. Already you've had some classical guitar. It's got a kind of almost flamenco feel to it as well. The inflection with the way he's singing those words is quite kind of reggae. Almost, it reminds me a little bit of what Sting used to do in The Police. It's just a weird influx of styles. Plus, you know, he obviously does his rapping and stuff, so it's like, where did he get all of the influences from to then make something so unique? That bit, I stand by every comment I made there. I feel like there's quite a large influx of influences that he's taken to then create something quite unique. But that uniqueness isn't necessarily for this one song, it's spread across everything that he does, because I know that he's done rock songs with his band The Big Push, he's got his rap stuff that he does, he's got his bardcore stuff that he does like this, where it's all about the storytelling. Then his bardcore stuff incorporates classical guitar, kind of reggae style singing in there. It is unusual to find an artist that's got really no niche. There's a lot of people out there who say these artists can do every genre. There's not a lot of artists who actually go out and do every genre. His rap songs sound completely different from his bardcore song. Stylistically, they're still the same way his singing tone and stuff, but musically, they are completely different. You'd be forgiven for thinking it was 2 different artists. And I think that's unusual. Even though I didn't really like his rap song, it's still something to be kind of applauded. But that was when things were still relatively calm. Let's jump forward to me making a complete arse of this round about here, I think. Okay, I've already heard this. This is the first REN song that I did a reaction to. That's not true. That's not true. The first REN song that I did a reaction to was Hi REN. I listened to Violet's Tale off the channel. That was the first mistake I made. If you want my full and proper reaction to Violet's Tale, scroll back. It's in there somewhere. It's not. It's absolutely 100% not. I'll probably link at the end of this video actually. I won't. But at the moment, I'm trying to figure out how they're all connected. So I'm going to play it on a little bit and see if I can figure out how it all connects. And here's where the mistake came in, because in my head, I was waiting to find out the name of the person that Violet gets together with, which did not help me in any way, and I completely forgot the end of the song. So, what we're going to do is listen to Violet's Tale, do a reaction to Violet's Tale. Now that I know the ending stuff, it's going to be more of a review. You know, I feel like it's deserved to finish what I started and do it properly. So that's what we're going to do. Before we get into the actual song properly, I just want to say that's fucking haunting. He's got such a beautiful falsetto. That is some insane guitar playing. Like for the song that he's doing, you don't need that. You do not need that. That's just there to go. It feels like he's marking his territory at this point and just going, yeah, this is how fucking good I am. Before we get into Violet's Tale, I should probably catch up people who don't know about the tale of Jenny and Screech. So, Jenny, 14-year-old girl, she's walking home on a night out. She's quite a shy and quiet girl. When she's suddenly stopped on the street, there is a hint that she might be a prostitute. I didn't quite catch that, but folk in the comments said that. She gets stopped in the street by a boy named Screech, who is trying to mug her. When she doesn't say anything, he gets more angry, and it ends up with him stabbing her in the throat, and she dies. Then, Screech's tale is told directly after that. He is trying to phone his friend, who isn't answering the phone. There is the hint that the friend is possibly with Jenny in some way, which is why he's not been answered, or something. There's a reason why his friend hasn't answered that I also didn't quite catch. He doesn't answer, so he doesn't really have anywhere to go. And then whilst he's walking, a policeman starts to turn up because obviously someone's phoned in the attack on Jenny. He decides in a moment of anger and bravado that he's not gonna get taken out like a bitch, and so rushes the policeman, who puts 4 bullets in his chest and kills him. The whole thing is basically 2 14-year-olds in a needless and senseless violent attack. Both end up dead, one street apart, and then it jumps to Violet's Tale. And Violet's Tale I had heard, but I forgot how it ended, so I wasn't able to piece together how it was all connected, which is the big mistake that I've made and I'm currently about to fix. So that's where we are. Now we're getting to Violet's Tale.
London City, far from pretty, 2005. A lady down in Paddington is fighting just to stay alive. Rhythmic beats and bloodstained sheets, our lady weeps, she's tired and frail. To set the scene, we must rewind the hands of time for Violet's Tale.
I just want to say quickly that I love, before I was talking about how he incorporates things into the music and into the video to kind of enhance the story in certain regards, that there is a kind of symbolic time going backwards. That's just cool. It's just a lovely little touch musically and kind of symbolically to enhance the overall story.
Violet was a silent girl, grew up with violent starts. Her mother was a drinker and her father was a bastard. Every night he took a tie but never left the room. I'll spare you of the things he did, I'm sure her mother knew. Violet was a silent girl, she moved out at 16. A semi-detached council flat, paid for by a welfare scheme. Packing shelves at Tesco, stacking jars like pickled bricks. She met a boy named Stevie and he was a little prick.
This is the part where I got confused the last time, because as soon as she met someone called Stevie, I then was like, well, there wasn't a Stevie in the previous 2 songs. I don't know how these are connected. They must not be connected. They must just be 3 different tales of violence. That's a strange thing to have written a trilogy about, but okay. And then I left it at that, which was insane of me. But I also want to point out the duct tape on the floor to show the marker for where he's to stand during this bit, which shows that all of this is heavily choreographed and all of it is completely mapped out in advance. It's just a solid performance. I don't know if this is genuinely live or not. It sounds like it could be because you've got the echo of his voice as he's going through the corridor. But if it is, then that is a perfect take.
Violet was a silent girl and Violet she fell fast. See, Stevie was a wrong un, but he sure knew how to charm her. Every night he took her tight but never left the room. History repeats itself, he'd paint her black and blue and she never stood a chance. The devil comes to dance. Violet, why are you always so quiet? On her bedroom door and he's irate. He's been drinking and smoking, he's up late. And he stands by her bedside, she shakes, but her eyes stay shut. You fucking slut, I know you're up. And he pinches her eyelids and folds them up. Violet, why are you lying to me, Violet? She stays silent, things turn violent. That's the sound of his fists when they fall like a crashing pilot. Hit like hailstones, one to the collarbone, full force, full blown, blood splat, bone crack, knick knack, paddywhack, one to the jaw and the tooth spat, detached fist connects and disconnects a bone. A quick deflect to misdirect the blow, but nonetheless his punches met her throat. Such a mess he's left her bruised and broke. Violet, why you always so silent, Violet? Why you such a little liar, Violet? Do you think I want to do this, Violet? In character, she stays silent. Well, say something, Violet. Silence. Fucking say something, Violet. Silence. Wait. Say something, Violet. Not one word. She stays quiet.
The genius of that, other than the writing, is the way that the music fills your full soundscape up until the moment that she dies. And then at that point, you start to hear the background noise. That's then used to accentuate the silence of the room. I'm not explaining it badly, but they've somehow managed to use more sound to accentuate the lack of sound, which is just kind of clever. It's good songwriting, it's good filmmaking. I don't think enough has been said about how well filmed this is. From a director's point of view, it's just really, it's well shot. The whole, like, for a one take production, it's really well shot. The sound design on it is excellent. And then we jump back forward to her being in the hospital.
London City, far from pretty, 2005. A lady down in Paddington is fighting just to stay alive. The doctor, in a state of shock, saw something here so very wrong. See, Violet, she was pregnant. Poor Violet, she was 9 months gone. Turning to the doctor, Violet broke her silence and she cried, if I'm to die right here tonight, please let my baby stay alive. The doctor soon regained composure, called the surgeon to come in. As Violet's world turned to black, the curtains closed, the lights went dim. In London City, far from pretty, 2005. A lady down in Paddington just lost the fight to stay alive. A tragedy or a miracle, it happened on these very streets. Two twins are lying side by side. A girl named Jenny and a boy named Screech.
It's okay, yeah, no, that's genius. That is genius. So the thing that I missed was that Violet was Jenny and Screech's mum. Basically, the big twist that you would get to when you get to this part is Jenny, 14-year-old girl, she's really shy and quiet and reserved, like her mum Violet. Then, at the hands of Screech, who she doesn't know is her twin brother, meets a really violent attack that ends her life, much in the same way as Violet met her end. So Screech has turned out to be just exactly like his dad, in the same way that Jenny has turned out to be just like her mum. All of them have met a violent end. Violet was also a victim of the same type of abuse from her dad. So that's all she's known all her life, is what Jenny knows. Screech only knows what he knows. It's about generational anger and violence, and how the cycle of abuse just keeps spiraling on and on and on. It's a really really clever trilogy of songs that I completely missed the point of. You guys in the comments keep on saying you should react to this song, you should react to this song. I genuinely believe there is going to be no REN song that is ever going to top what he has done in this trilogy. It's just, there's no way. This is this guy's magnum opus. From complexity of themes to how he's put that across musically. Like I said earlier, the directing and the videos and stuff, you combine all of that and it creates a one piece of art I think you could honestly hold against any other music artist out there. They would come up lacking. It's that good. It is that good. Yeah, that's unreal. Like that's actually unreal. Like REN made me think about some quite personal stuff, and it kind of left me a bit speechless and stuff because it was very emotionally raw. This trilogy is less emotionally brutalizing, and it's quite shocking, and it makes you think, which is what the best art does. I would argue. That was Violet's Tale by REN. Right, I just want to take a moment out to apologise to any REN fans who are subscribed to the channel and who watched the videos and was left disappointed by that video. That was a fuck up on my part, which I wholeheartedly hold my hands up to. I didn't do my job right. The video suffered because of it. Yeah, and I felt stupid. So I thought I should maybe do this to kinda try and make up for that. Guys, let me know what you thought of Violet's Tale in the comments below. What's the next REN song that I should do? Because I'm saying that I don't think he's got any songs that compare to this, but I don't know that. I could be wrong. I've been Mark Kabusi. Thank you very much for watching, and I apologise again. It's just, I am a fucking idiot. See you later.